Welcome to the Kenyon Long podcast. Fam, your boy, Ja. Ja out there wilding out. Wild out. All right, this is shouts out to Jada Kiss. But Ja Morant, man, this is messed up. New York Post, Ja Morant strip club, photos leaked. I'm more concerned about all the money. Who's that security guard? Ja's in there getting a lap dance. And you see nothing but money here. I don't know what that. What's that? TVs over there? Is that TVs right there? Got TVs over there. Money everywhere. Did this $50,000 donation. Donation. I need that sound bite. Donation. $50,000. You ever want to know what $50,000 looks like? You know what I mean? You always want to sleep on a bed of money. I haven't hit the lotto. I haven't hit the scratcher like that yet. I mean, won $800 on the scratcher one time. All right, no, not 800. My fault. I won $300. $300 on the scratcher. All right, so I didn't put that in the bed with me. Like I ain't like in Vegas. I did win like 700 before. You know what I mean? But it was a slow grind. All right, like just like Ja was getting a little slow grind. You know what I'm saying? Getting a slow grind. So, as you can see, he's in the strip club right now, getting a lap dance from a stripper. All right, paying for her college tuition. This nigga got food over. He got good plates. You know what I mean? Like, what else? What else do you expect for him to do in the strip club? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Shotgun Willis. Shouts out to them. Why? Why did Ja Morant? Did you just think? Well, what's my thing too with Ja Morant? Did you just think that all right, we in Denver? This is a place that not everybody gonna recognize me. You know what I mean? I can kind of just dip off up with Shotgun Willis. You know what I mean? Shotgun Willis and do my thing. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe he want to compete with the high ballers in Magic City, right? Now, Ja got the money, right? But we're just saying maybe he didn't want to compete. Sometimes it's better to be a big fish in a small pond. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you feel like you ever go to a town that's small and you just like, man, I could be the man here. You can tell them that you live. I should do this sometimes when I see real country girls in North Carolina. They from a real small town. I'm talking about small town, like Scotland. All right. Okay. Small town. And you tell them that, you're from like a big city place. They are just, they can't think it. Their brain can't comprehend. Like, what? What? If you tell them you from New York, like, I, if you tell a girl from a small town in North Carolina, you from New York, oh my God, he from New York. It is just mind boggling. You know what I mean? Telling you from LA, or nowadays you tell them that you live there. If you tell them you live in New York, see, people ain't fantasized about living in Atlanta anymore. Like everybody lived there. You in the South, you got a cousin that lived there. You had an uncle that was there that's been there since Freaknik '96. Okay, and now he just slowed down a little bit, but he go to Magic City, and maybe he go to Denver to go to Shotgun Willie's. So I don't know about the wings there. You go to Magic City, word to Lou Will, lemon pepper wings is fire. You know, I don't know about Shotgun Willies, but here's the thing, man. If you he dropped $50,000 as we can see right here, $50,000. What did you expect? What did you expect, man? Like, okay, why are y'all? Is everybody dropping $50,000? I don't know. I don't know what the Denver Broncos do. All right, I don't know what the Denver Nuggets. I don't know if Jokic is up in Shotgun Willies. You know what I'm saying? Dropping 50K. So he donated to your business $50,000. Why are you sharing the picture? Why are you sharing the picture? You know what I mean? Unless you got paid, 200K for the picture. I'm assuming, a strip club owner, I'm just, they just out for the bottom line. You know what I mean? Literally, they're out for the bottom line. So I'm just saying, man, you shouldn't do this. You think is Ja gonna come back now? That could be one of his favorite spots. That could have been one of his favorite spots, man. Dudes, when they go to strip club, I just know these dudes. They go to strip clubs, man. Some of them be in strokers every week. You're like, man, where you going? I'm going to strokers. You going to play pool? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I'm like, what? Okay. But in Atlanta's different. Like, people take business meetings in the strip club. You know what I mean? People break up with their girlfriend in the strip club. People take their girlfriend to the strip club. People take their wife to the strip club. You know what I mean? People go out with all their co-workers in the strip club. People go to the strip club just to get wings, like Lou Will. But what I'm saying is, Shotgun Willies, I don't know what your clientele is. You know, I'm just happy that you had some, but I guess you black, you could be light skinned. Some sisters up in there. You know, so I'm just saying, y'all didn't have to share the picture out of Ja Morant. Come on, man. Everybody looking for a come up. You just got 50K. All right. Like, chill out. Chill out, man. You could have had a repeat customer. And that's what it's all about. You know, it's about the repeat customers. So, what I missed, a lot of you guys, I'm just, you know, sorry about a lot of things. But what I did miss is that I didn't know about the Ja Morant memes. Now, like last week, Ja Morant was in Shotgun Willies. We don't have the photo of him when he was dancing. I think this is the part. And second of all, was he in Shotgun Willie? Oh no, he had jeans on. I'm about to say, was he in Shotgun Willie with his uniform on? I said, what the like, nigga? Like you doing too much. You got your jersey on, and you up here go to the strip club with basketball shorts on. But you know, when you got FU money, you can do that though. You know what I mean? Ja Morant, but 200 million. I'm going to the strip club, all right, in a onesie. Okay? I'm going in a onesie, making my own tent. You know, if I got $200 million, I'm doing what I want. You know, these dudes, you know, 200 mil, 200 M's, you know, even after taxes. You know what? I'm just showing up. You know, I'm showing them with some, you know what I seen the other day? I saw some, it's so sad when you see it like a brand that was big when you were younger. And then you see it now, it's like, oh, man. I saw And One at Walmart. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, I don't even know who owns the And One clothing brand, but it's like, damn. I'd go to the strip club. I had $200 million contract. I'm going to the strip club with And One shorts, straight from Walmart. Straight up And One. Hot sizzle, baby. So look, what I missed. So in the strip club, Ja Morant, of course, we know, well, not in the strip club, but you know, he had the gun going off. Had the gun, trying to had not the shotgun, but he showed the gun off in the club. So we know doing too much, bro. All right, you're doing too much. My South Carolina, all right, this is Carolina business, as we like to say. All right, my South Carolina neighbor is definitely doing too much. Young, I definitely did some dumb things, nothing like that, but definitely did do some dumb things that probably could be criminal. Let's just say that. The statute of limitations is probably, you know, it's not expired yet, but yes, it should be. Moving on, I missed this when Ja Morant had the gun. I missed these Ja Morant memes. So I'm going to react to some Ja Morant memes. He's moving like Memphis Tony Soprano. I wouldn't say Tony Soprano. He's more like Jackie April. Okay. All right. I don't know who Jackie April is. Does he spin it for the entire season? No. Kid was never in trouble. I've never seen. Oh, here we go. Here's a little meme here. Ja Morant when he sees a minor. See, and y'all think I'm savage. Y'all think these people are savages. Ja Morant, they with the glizzy. Stick. Wow. This song actually sounds. Actually, I need to hear that again. Stick. My blicky. I just said blicky. See what I'm saying? I just said blicky. Up on the dresser. My blicky. Up in the trunk. What? Ain't no setup. Ain't no setup. Man, I don't even know what mean rap. You know what I mean? I just can't even keep up. I don't do mean rap, but at the same time, I mean, I do parodies, right? But I do serious raps. You know, I got songs all over TV, but you know, a couple of EPs out there, baby. I just with mean rap, man, it's just hard, man. Just I gotta hear this again. Stick, my blicky up on the dresser. My blicky. Yo, why they in the hood? They are in the hood. What they in the hood? Ain't nobody out. Look at this apartment back there. They this definitely looks like the hood, and nobody's coming out. And they should like, do they have security to block it off? Because there's nobody. Like in the hood, you got somebody, mama right here standing there with a bra showing. You know what I mean? One titty hanging out. All right. You got a smoking a cigarette with a Sally cap on. You got somebody else. You got a baby right here just walking around. You got somebody else, granddaddy right there. You know what I mean? He got one eye. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. They shot this perfectly. Why is he smiling? This is the best one. I don't even have to go. Raphael. This is the best one right there. All right. Ja, Miles Bridges, and Alcatraz cooking the other inmates. Let's just check this out. Wow. Wow. Miles Bridges out. Miles Bridges is out. Ja on his non-game days. Let's see.
Got the gangster gear, my dog. Got the gangster gear, my dog. Okay, cool.
Oh man, shouts out to Tay Diggs, man. Look at this.
Got the gangster gear, my dog. Okay, cool.
I forgot what movie that
Got
was.
the gangster
man.
gear, my dog. Okay, cool.
Here we go. Shannon Sharp. I'm gonna get shouts out to these people. Y'all see their name, but at Dom SOS underscore it says Shannon Sharp somewhere like. Oh, this is no name.
I don't doubt.
Oh. Man, Ja, when the score is 7-5 and that kid said, I thought we had 6.
You don't want to make an enemy out of me. And I'm looking right into the camera. And I'm going to say it again.
You
do not want to make an enemy out of me. You don't want to make an enemy out of me. And I'm looking right into the camera. And I'm going to say it again.
Look at Stephen A. when he had hair. It's
me.
only Stephen A. hair. Like he said, his hair is so gone now, man. It looks weird with this much hair.
And I'm going to say it again.
Stephen A., you can make $10 million a year off all these platforms. You can afford to get the same hair back. You need that Akon, bro. You need that Akon. But yeah, that's hilarious. Moving on, man. The guy, and I saw this on Twitter the other day. But shouts out to one of the pod fathers there, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan opened up his comedy club, man. Joe Rogan opened his comedy club, and he's opened up which I like this, an anti-cancel culture comedy club for comedians. I don't know. This is the mothership. You know, he's been talking about opening up this mothership, and now he finally opened it up. Except for this ad's gonna load up, but I am excited, man. You know what I mean? Somebody building something on their own. Joe Rogan got that bag. He got that bag money. So, you know, it's only right, man, that Joe Rogan opens up a comedy club. Now, when I hear anti-cancel culture, I'm like, are they saying the N-word? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know. You can't fire me, bitch. So he had shouts out to David Lucas. He had David Lucas, Ron White, Tim Dillon, Tony Hitchcliffe, and Roseanne Barr. Damn. Roseanne? Damn, this nigga had Roseanne. I'm drunk and on mushrooms in my new club. This is high as I've ever been on stage. Joe Rogan said, look, give me it all. You're not even supposed to do nothing until you get off stage. Joe Rogan said, F that. Give me the mushrooms and give me the alcohol. Blame it on both. I don't know what's up with comedians and mushrooms. I don't know what it is. I've been to a lot of comedy shows in LA, of course, and hosted some. It was like comedians and mushrooms, yo. Here we go. There's the mothership. Going inside the mothership there. I like this. This is a POV. That's pretty trippy. Doors are about to open. Damn. This dude. Wait a minute, I need to move to Austin, Joe. I'm probably trying to find my look at. Wow. I mean, that's straight, man. You know what I mean? I guess you ain't got to go nowhere, man. Just build your own. Oh, that thing is huge. Damn. And, wow. That's what's up, man. So look, man, look, Joe Rogan said you can't cancel me, Roseanne. But what's Roseanne talking about? Coincidentally, um, yeah, we just went to go see the Connors. I took my wife to see the Connors show, and I was like, dang, man, Roseanne got herself canceled. So Roseanne did say something about black people. So I don't know. It's like, what nights are you going to on the mothership? You know, I need to see who's on that list. Like, I ain't trying to hear somebody call me a nigga 15 times. So like, oh, they can't get canceled. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I got to see. I got to see what's on that list. You know, like when you go somewhere, and at least black people, we want to know who's gonna be there, right? You know, we want to know on a comedy show who's gonna be there, and then like if somebody we don't know, we need to look them up on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's been happening for the past 10 years, right? You look up, but okay, you know, I don't know him. Let me look him up. He from that show. You try to explain. He from that show. Like I need to look up who gonna be on this Joe Rogan. When I go to Austin, I didn't thought I was gonna be there this week for South by, but stuff happens. I'm working on my own. But yeah, man, I thought I'd be in Austin this week, but I'm not. So when I go to Austin, I'm just gonna be like, look, let me know, Joe. You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm gonna look on that list, see who's there. I'm gonna go support though. I'm supporting the mothership. Let me know if you're gonna support it. I'm supporting. I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna go support the mothership. But what I'm saying is, I am gonna see who's on that list first. I don't want nobody surprising me. All right. I don't want Kramer go up there. You know what I mean? He's a nigga. I don't want Kramer to pull up. You know what I mean? As somebody who just bumped some comedians off and like, oh hell, here we go. He's a nigga. I don't want that. I want to, I'll just go when Dave goes up. I'll go there when Dave's there. I need to see some comedians that I know, uncancelable. Man, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Where the black people at? All right, David Lucas. Damn. I know David Lucas was there. Look at Roseanne. Damn. Roseanne. And she just got that bag from the Connors. She won a lawsuit, got a lawsuit. Like, hey, man, you know what? This is my show. Y'all ain't bringing me back. She was happy to join the stage. Here's a question. Where Roseanne been working out at? You know what I mean? Who been seeing Roseanne on stage? Because I've been here in L.A. I've been in the comedy clubs. I ain't seen nobody say, yo, I got bumped by Roseanne last week. You know what I mean? What joke she slinging out? Comedy Mothership enforced that cell phones be bagged up in pouches. Yo, man, for this place, the mothership, y'all niggas gonna have to keep the phones like straight up in Fort Knox. You know what I mean? Like straight up locker. Like when we went to go see the Connors, it's like, look, it's a live taping. They said, look, you can take your phone and put it back in your car, or you can sit here and then we got a couple of lockers, but it's limited. Do the combination and lock your phone in there. That's what they said. So they need Joe Rogan. If you're watching, probably not. But if you're watching, you need to get that locker thing. You know what I mean? That combination locker thing. There's a lot of damn people. Damn. That's huge. But when you get enough money like that, but I ain't mad at you. I'm just like, how old these jokes Roseanne is doing? She didn't care. She's like, I'm here. Roseanne is here. This thing is huge. All the seats in the house provided a good view of the show. Damn. No plans of slowing down his business ventures either. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. But shouts out to Joe Rogan, man, the Podfather, man. That's what we gotta do, man. Take your money that you got and invest it wisely. Moving on to, of course, you guys saw the video. I had a chance to check out my guy, Chris Rock. Chris Rock finally spoke up and talked about Will Smith.
It happened. I got smacked like a year ago. And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? Why the would you do that? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. He know he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit. Okay?
It's a little highlight. This is a little highlight. It's not like straight from. But I watched the Chris Rock special, man. It was some highlights for me, some lowlights for me in this. I didn't watch it live, right? You know what I mean? I'm live right now. We live right now, baby. But look, not everybody could be live, man. Everybody got lives. I don't know how y'all Twitch niggas do it. Okay? I don't know how y'all do it to get people Casanat. I don't know how y'all do it, man. Yeah, but I guess if you live all day, eventually you're gonna get some users and stuff, followers, man, and watchers. But look, man, everybody's busy. They got a lot of stuff. You gotta take your daughter to soccer practice or something. I don't know. Maybe you gotta play pickleball. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the fucking pickleball, bro. I don't understand it. I still haven't seen a game. I don't know what it is. But y'all out there. So Chris Rock finally, man, gave y'all that what y'all wanted. Him talk about Netflix, talk about Will Smith and Jada. And basically, this is like a highlight clip. But basically, he said that, Jada, he's not the one that had the entanglement. He's not the one. And then like what he said in the clip, of course, like, yo, who does that? Who gets cheated on? No one, everybody's got cheated on. No one's got cheated on and got interviewed by the person that got cheated on. So I thought that was hilarious, man. I did think it was hilarious. So it's a lot of good highlights for me. I don't think it's the best special from Chris Rock, but I just like people slinging jokes. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for, man. And look, man, he had ways that everybody else called Will Smith a bitch, but you choose to slap me. I'm the one. I'm the only one. All these people called you a bitch, and you choose to slap me. You choose to slap me. So Selective Outrage is a Netflix special. So I just thought that, it was cool for Netflix to do the live aspect too, for those who could be live at home on a Saturday night. I could not, but, a lot of people tuned in. So Netflix Live, y'all gonna be watching Netflix Live? Like Netflix, I just feel like at this point, what are we doing here? Are we just going back to cable? Netflix is like trying to toss some ads in. They just like, look, toss a little ad in here, little ad in there. It's like, okay, cool. Let's toss a little live event. Chris Rock live. All right, let's just toss this out there, see how that works. Netflix is like, all right, let's just make our way to being a cable television. That's what it's gonna be. In 10 years, Netflix gonna look like regular cable TV, but it's just gonna say Netflix. It's like, what? We went all the way around our elbow to get to our ass. We went all the way around our elbow to get to our ass. He had a lot of good Meghan Markle jokes. I thought that was hilarious. Great stuff, man, by Rock, and I definitely enjoyed it, man. Though, you know what I mean. I don't care what people's mad at this part. This part comes in at the very last part of the show, of course, because Chris Rock is working on jokes. Chris Rock is working on jokes this whole time. He's working on jokes this whole time. So he's working on all these jokes he had. This happens, and then people want him to talk about this first. I'm like, dude, I got all these other jokes. I got 55 minutes, because this is like last 50 minutes of other jokes to worry about. Y'all want me to talk about this little 10 minutes. So I think that's why he didn't talk about it that much when he went on tour, because it's like, yo, man, I got to do all this other stuff. I got to work out all these other jokes, put jokes in different places. So I didn't get a chance to see him with him and Kevin Hart. Did not get a chance to see. Oh, Dave Chappelle. I think it's Kevin Hart. I didn't see that, but I heard it. They said that he did some of these jokes. So, but shouts out to Chris Rock, man. I thought it was still great. On a tier level, maybe I give it a Sigma, you know, S tier. Maybe this is S tier level for Chris Rock specials. Excuse me, Chris Rock specials. But in the live show, what I noticed when I watched it, well, watched the replay, and shouts out to you watching this replay. In the live show, Chris Rock does a joke at the end. This really sucks. He was flawless the whole time, flawless. But then he messes up the Will Smith joke when he says the wrong movie. He says emancipation instead of saying concussion, and then he's like, "Oh no, I messed up the joke. I meant." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Oh damn, that's tough." Because look, he didn't win 50 minutes being flawless, and then the joke and what he want to talk about that everybody wants him to talk about. Everybody wants him to talk about this. He gets to that joke and then messes up part of it. So I was like, oh man. And it does kind of take away from it after you hear it, like, oh, I meant to say. And so he did have an emancipation joke, but he said, he he was cheering for the slave master. Hit him again. Hit him again. You got me chilling for master. But what Netflix did do is Netflix edited the video. So now Netflix has edited and taken a piece out of the Chris Rock special because of the fumble, of the faux pas. I'm like, damn, selective outrage, baby. So they did take that part out. So I guess they took the whole chunk out. Like, did they take the source familiar? Who's these sources, man? Cite your sources. All right. Friday that Rock and Netflix agreed, and Chris Rock agreed too on the final cut that such edits are common for comedy specials, and that a special is streamed live and edited in its current iteration. Oh, so Netflix also displays a caption noting that the special was streamed live and edited in its current iteration. The joke in question was one where Madagascar star. So they removed the whole joke? His wife said I should quit the Oscars. Yeah, he talked about that. So I'm anxious to see. Now I got to go back and see. Nobody's picking on her. She said me, a grown ass man, should quit his job because her husband didn't get nominated for concussion. Yeah, and that's where he messed up. And then he gives me a concussion. Oh, that's hilarious. And then he gives me a concussion. So they did take that part out, man. I mean, that's the problem when you go live, man. Anything can happen. When I've been going live a bunch of times, right, on TikTok live, right? Before TikTok, back in the day, Instagram live, right? You do Instagram live and stuff is, your person's on live with you and it's dropping. And they on live with you and it's dropping again. Like, damn, get back in the room. Get back in the room, man. I really hate Instagram live because like when they drop out of the call, they got to get back into the live. You got to send a request, and it's just cumbersome. TikTok live, I didn't really have like multiple guests. My thing with TikTok live is I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the guest. I like, damn, I go live with the guest. I get done with them. I'm like, all right, let me just, okay, all right, let me just, all right, let me just end the whole live. And then I get back on live. They be like, what happened? I say, nothing, man. It ain't like the guest is sitting there like, I ain't leaving. Nigga, I ain't leaving nowhere. I just like, yo, man, which button do you hit? So they finally gave me like the desktop version, but then that's when I'm starting like wean off of TikTok. I was like, all right, I just go straight YouTube. All right, man. Straight to YouTube, man. Where I'm having fun. Man. You know what I mean? Starting from the ground up. Starting from the bottom, still on the bottom here at the Kenyon podcast, fam. But yeah, man. Shouts out to Chris Rock. Live is tough, and he definitely beasted it. Now, over the weekend as well, I got a chance to see, and I left my tea. My tea's like over there. I had my tea, and I just left my tea. Had a chance to see John Bone Jones fight at heavyweight. I was excited about that. I've been a huge John Jones fan ever since he started. What's your boy name? Shane. I was about to say Sugar Shane, right? Been a huge John Jones fan ever since he started, and definitely a follower of UFC. And UFC was the first. Well, no, not the first mixed martial arts I saw. Come on, I used to watch. I'm not counting bum fights, but I used to watch. Fedor. Right, we used to watch Fedor and Kimbo Slice. All right, fight. Okay, used to watch those. You know what we used to do in college? We used to download those on Kazaa, which I learned this week. The dudes that made Kazaa made Skype. I learned that this week, man. Read a book. I learned that this week. So we used to download fights of Fedor and watch it, and then Kimbo Slice. And so that was the first mixed martial arts, and then you know really UFC. Started watching UFC, yeah, you know what I mean. Started watching John Jones, and John Jones, man, one of the best, man, one of the best. And now he's at heavyweight, and I kept looking at him. I'm like, damn, John Jones. I know it's heavyweight. I just like, man, he just looks fat. Now, Cyril Gane, not Gagne. Yeah, you know what I mean? You want to say Gagne, but Cyril Gane is you would call is the interim heavyweight because your boy could not former heavy. I'm like, what is his name? Gave up his belt. All right, he gave up his belt. Ngannou. I had to hit my head. Like, what is it? Ngannou gave up his belt because he didn't, he wanted more money from the UFC and Dana White. And Ngannou was like, look, man, I got to get more money than this. We didn't got no health care. I need to meet these. Y'all want these demands met. So he was trying to really change the game of stuff he wanted to do. And so Dana and the UFC was like, nah, we're not about to do that. And so, Ngannou was like, look, all right, deuces, I'm out. And Ngannou was like, I'm out. You can keep the belt. I'm going to go box. I guess. So he's out. The belt is up for grabs. And so that's why you have, Cyril and you had John Jones at heavyweight. Perfect time for him to come back. So John Jones goes into the fight. And, man, it's one of them fight. It was almost like a Mike Tyson fight. Like, I like to put on, we already know, you guys seen the Fire Stick video, okay? I ain't got to tell you. I ain't on me in a Hellcat, you know what I mean? I just got one. I ain't got no whole network. But, you know where we go to go watch fights, all right? Come on. So I like to, put the fight on, find a stream or whatever, and then, you're getting up, whatever. Maybe you got to get up and get some popcorn, oh, here's the fight. Let me just, you think you're set. And then you're like, let me get something out of the kitchen. Let me get another slice of pizza real quick. Then I'm going to sit down. The fight's going on. All right, they filling each other out for a little bit. This was not the fight to do that. All right, this was not. Like, it was over quick. And now I watched the whole thing in totality live. But, yeah, this was not the fight if you wanted to get up. I felt like I felt like this is like the same time when Janet Jackson, Titty came out. Like, I was in the kitchen for the Super Bowl getting a slice of pizza. I heard somebody say, oh, my God, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Oh, man, this going to be everywhere. I was like, what they talking about? So John Jones gets in there, man, and pretty much gets a submission. Like, I didn't know what he was going to do with that heavyweight. I didn't know what he could. John got legs. So I didn't know what he was going to do. And he could do submissions. But, John got legs, man. He got feet, man. So I just didn't know what the game plan was going to be. But John Jones, he's a GOAT, man. He was already the GOAT. I don't know what that meme was he did at the end. But John Jones was already the GOAT. And now he's a heavyweight GOAT. So he's back, man. John Bone Jones is back. UFC 285. I don't know who he can fight at this point. You know what I mean? He's heavyweight now. He was already a GOAT. He was already a legend. Like, this ain't like what the kids say when, Drake album come out. It be out for, 30 minutes. Classic. Like, what? This ain't no damn classic. How you know? A classic is, you can't listen to an album for 30 minutes and say it's a classic. You need to listen to this album 6 months later. You need to listen to this album a year later, 2 years later. Then you tell me it's a classic. You know what I mean? Or at least, later in the year. Like, you know what? I still go back to it. Good Kid, Mad City. All right, you can just say what's classic album. You just can't say something that just came out as a classic. I want you to listen to it in the gym. All right, listen to the whole album in the gym. Listen to it in the shower. All right, listen to it in your car. Listen to it on your iPhone. Listen to it on your Android. All right, listen to it on your Windows phone. All right, listen to it on your Facebook phone. All right, when they had that out, I want you to listen to it there. Listen to it on your computer. All right, listen to your MacBook or your PC. That's when you know it's a classic. But now kids just say somebody's a goat. Goat. He's a goat. He's a goat already. You know what I mean? Somebody win one fight. Jake Paul win one fight. Goat. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all just be tossing shit out there like goat. You don't toss out names. That's why I propose that we do a new name for somebody who's like the greatest of all time, a legend. Because y'all done use those words up too much. Y'all done abuse them. You kids, you young millennials, Gen Z, definitely. But young millennials started it off. And now Gen Z have abused these legendary words, legend, GOAT. They've been abused. You know what I mean? Ja Morant in the club, $50,000 with a stripper. GOAT, 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 GOAT. You know what I mean? This is what Gen Z be like, GOAT. $50,000 with a stripper, GOAT, GOAT. Like, you can't just sit here and call somebody the GOAT. You know what I mean? Big Meech used to do that like every night. All right, please watch BMF. But, he's 50,000, they'd spend 100,000 in the strip club. And he could do it every night. You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about balling. Oh, GOAT, GOAT. Greatest drug dealer of all time, GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that, fam. So, look, Jon Jones, man, I'm excited for the heavyweight in the UFC. I don't know, man. I feel like he's just gonna clean up again. I don't know where you could go from here. I don't know where Jon Jones he can fight at this point. Like, Israel is not going up that high. He don't need to be there. That would be a super fight, but he already tried to go up once and that didn't work out for him. So I'm just saying right now, GOAT, Stylebender, GOAT. He's not the GOAT, but love Stylebenders. I don't know what Jon Jones is gonna do. I don't know who he's gonna fight. I just feel like he's just gonna clean up the heavyweight. Stipe, I heard, but it's just like, okay. He fights Stipe. Stipe's like 40 years old, fam. Like, he's almost qualified to be a Jake Paul fighter. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul see a nigga that turning 45. Like, oh yeah, you want to fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight him right now. You know what I mean? He was a legend. You know what I mean? Back in 2005. Put some respect on him. I like how Jake Paul does it. He knows that he's fighting a weak opponent, but then he makes you try to respect him. Hey man, he put in his time. He's a legend. He's a GOAT. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be in the ring with him. Like, dude, bro, this dude look like a bag of cheese. What you talking about, fam? All right, belly sticking out. What you talking about, Jake? Come on, man. You like 10, Jake Paul be like 15 years younger. Now, that Tommy Fury fight. That Tommy Fury fight, though, Jake. That Tommy Fury fight. He got taught a lesson. So, shouts out to John Bones Jones, man. I think UFC is definitely gonna, enjoy that. And I don't know, maybe he can find some opponent, some new guy. I don't want Stipe, but maybe he can find some new guy that they could bring along for Jon Jones to fight him. That's all I'm saying.